Hello YouTube people, today I will show you the G-Shock. I know many people would say that the G-Shock is 5600E, the simple one, but in my mind, in my opinion, the G-Shock is 5610U, the new version. I previously had old version and I was complaining about several small things which in total made me not like the watch, but this one shows that Casio listens. Every single thing I was complaining about has been improved and even more. Like the screen looks sharper, auto backlight function seems a little bit more responsive, buttons feel better, backlight function you can actually set it to 3 seconds instead of 1 second, and when using timer or stopwatch you can actually see the time on the current screen. This, small improvements which in total make this watch a huge step up upon the old version. This watch is just great, so let me show you everything in details. I'll show you some beauty shots and then let's make some conclusions. Almost no digital watch has completely black numbers when looking at the watch screen at 90-degree angle. You always need a little bit angle for those numbers to look completely black, but there are some exceptions, like for example this LF20W. It has a slight problem where you need quite a bit more angle than usual for those numbers to appear completely black, and that was exact problem that I had on my previous 5610, the old version. It seems like on a new version this problem is gone. Numbers look completely black, just like on F91W, so that's why I say that the screen looks a little bit sharper. When I say that they improved buttons on this watch, I'm not sure about these three, but I'm pretty sure about adjustment button. It used to be a little bit more recessed than any other button, which made it very difficult to use. Right now all buttons on this watch look and feel exactly the same, so at least they have improved one button a little bit, that I'm sure about. Still, these buttons still are pretty bad, it's still difficult to use. So let's press reset and yeah, it works fine, but I still wish buttons would be something like that, big chunky pieces of metal sticking out of the watch. That actually, these buttons feel great on this watch. They are robust, they tight, they feel good quality. They are a little bit hard to press, you aren't gonna knock them, accidentally. You have to use quite a bit of force to actually press this button. So they would be actually perfect on this square G-Shock. I so wish Casio would make classic square G-Shocks with buttons like this. Oh, that would be amazing. Another thing which I'm not 100% sure about, but it feels like Casio has improved it as well. Auto backlight function on this watch feels a lot more responsive now. As far as I remember, it was a little bit hit or miss. Right now it works almost every time. I mean, not all the time, it can't be like that, but it feels very, very reliable. But if you don't like this function, it's very easy to turn it off. Just hold the light button till the letters above seconds disappear. Look at those LT letters. They disappear, that's it, that's function off. Also, let me turn it back on, let me show you something else. This auto backlight function won't work in the light because this watch has solar panels, so it knows that it is well lit, so it won't work in well lit situations. Once I turn the lights off, it works once again. It's actually pretty reliable. I actually like this function quite a lot. And right now I have set it to shine for 3 seconds, which as far as I remember, there was no such setting previously. Right now I can actually set for how long I want it to shine, 1 second or 3 seconds. Let's go to the menu. I'll show everything a little bit later. Right now let me show you the light. So here 3 seconds or 1 second. You can, okay, let's make it 1 second. Let's see how it works. Let's turn off the light and yep, 1 second. I can't do it, too quickly. If I just keep moving the watch, it won't work. It will prevent it from draining its battery. So there has to be a little bit of pause. Right now it works. So it's a very nice thing to have on a watch, actually. Another thing which works better on this watch than on the previous version for me is the reception of the atomic clock. And I'm not sure, maybe that clock in Germany has new antennas or something else has changed, or maybe Casio has upgraded the watch a little bit, but no matter where I leave this watch throughout the night, it receives the signal. As you can see, this night it got signal at 3 a.m. and this night this watch was behind my pillow, and the old watch never got the signal behind my pillow. So I don't know what changed, but old watch only received the signal when it was on refrigerator in the kitchen. This one can be on a workbench, can be behind my pillow, can be in the wardrobe, doesn't matter, it always receives the signal right now. So I don't know what has changed, but no problems receiving the signal this time. For me personally, the biggest upgrade this watch has received is that right now when using stopwatch or timer, you still see the current time right there in the corner of the display, which was not the case on the previous version. This is huge upgrade for me personally. This is very important. This is very, very good upgrade. This thing alone just puts this watch to the next level for me. This is very, very good. Also, this function also works in a world timer function. For example, I can choose the time zone of Hong Kong. I can see Hong Kong time, and in the corner it also displays my current time, which I don't know if it was working previously. Sorry, I don't remember. I'm just showing you that there are 3 menus where you can still see the current time. So world timer, stopwatch, and timer. So this is just wonderful upgrade. Now I don't quite remember if the old model had this function, but it's very nice that this watch has this function. For some people it's very important. You can actually switch month and date with places. So let's go to the settings and let's scroll through the settings. Scroll, and right here you can change where is the month, where is the date. Hold on, this button. Yeah, I can switch sides, month and date. I don't know if that was the case on the previous watch, but I know to some people this is very important function. The final thing I want to show you is, if you aren't bored enough yet, I just want to go quickly through the menu. So this is main screen, this is world timer function, this is alarm, this is stopwatch, timer, and back to the main screen. So let's go through the settings real quickly on the main screen. So I can change my time zone, I can change daylight savings, daylight saving time, I can change seconds, hours, minutes, I can change year, month, date, 24 hours versus AM, PM thing, swap month and date with places, change language, turn off the beeping sound, light can change from 1 second to 3 seconds, receiving signal on the midnight. Does this watch receive signal from atomic clock on or off? Also, power saving function. Once you leave this watch unattended throughout the night, it turns off the screen. So it's kind of fun, to pick this watch up in the morning with the screen off and it just comes back to life, which is very nice. And that's it. Now let's go through the wall timer functions a little bit. There are 5 different time zones you can set. So let's go to the number 4, Tokyo. Let's change it. Let's hold the adjust. This button goes one way, this button goes another way. Very simple. Next function is alarm. Also, this button scrolls through different alarms. It has, as I can see, 4 alarms, and this one is hourly charm, so I can turn it on, turn it off. Very simple. Stopwatch, nothing to show. Timer, nothing really to show. The only important thing is that it can actually go up and down in numbers, which is very nice. Up and down in numbers. Here you go. Very nice. And that's it. Back to the main screen. And just want to show you a little bit around how it looks like. Just, you know, buckle is still metal, which is nice. Buckle is still proper metal buckle, you know. And these thingies are not sharp. I was complaining on the previous watch that I have reviewed, Casio 1500, that these squares are a little bit sharp, but on this G-Shock they are not sharp. They are pretty good. Now the case back, how does it look like? I know you wanna see how it looks like. I like the design. I like this angular design of a case back. It looks tough. It looks tough. It looks nice. What is the final verdict for this watch? Where I'm going to place this watch on my website, thomaswatchreviews.com, where I rate watches into different tier lists. This is the G-Shock in my opinion. This is the most iconic G-Shock to my eyes, the most beautiful G-Shock to my eyes as well. So it definitely deserves to get in a God tier. No, I'm afraid not. I'm placing this watch into keepers, which means this watch is wonderful. I strongly recommend buying it, but the single reason why I'm not placing this watch in a God tier, because even though these buttons are upgraded a little bit better than they used to be, they're still bad. They're still pretty bad. They're still very annoying to use. I don't understand why Casio just doesn't add proper buttons like on a simple Casio watch like this one. You know, there's a very good reason why people say about non-G-Shock simple Casio watches like this one that, oh, this is a G-Shock killer, because you know what, in a real life scenario, this watch or any other Casio non-G-Shock like this one is actually just as durable as a G-Shock, and on top of that it actually has usable buttons which you can actually press and things happen. You don't need to use your nails, you know. Oh man, I really wish Casio would release some kind of side grade for this G-Shock with the proper buttons of this watch. Oh, that watch would sell like crazy, I believe. That watch would sell like crazy, like, wow, classic G-Shock, which looks iconic and beautiful, yet it has proper buttons? Yes, please. Oh, that would be amazing. So, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.